takes us to GTA 6. Now, I learned something today, and I wanted to get your opinion on this. I learned this. I got curious about something, and I looked it up. I said, did you know that when it comes to video game franchises, that Grand Theft Auto, as a franchise, is the 5th highest selling video game franchise of all time? Did you know that?
I believe it.
You believe it? I
Yeah.
looked it up.
Behind things like sports games, I would imagine, if I'm guessing.
No, not a single sports game on here. I mean, there are sports games on the list, not above Grand Theft Auto. The
Really?
four
Okay.
that are, well, let me start with Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto first released the first game November 28, 1997, as a collective, 1 through 5. They have sold 440 million copies of Grand Theft Auto. With Grand Theft Auto 5, the previous game that they released, as what is the second best-selling video game of all time, around 210 million copies shipped.
I believe it.
Which is probably why they're so thirsty over this goddamn 6th. Let me give you the 4 franchises that are above it. Pokemon at 4, with its first release.
Oh, you said French. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, with its first release February 27th, 1996, at 480 million, which is only 40 million above Grand Theft Auto. The Call of Duty series at number 3, October 29th, 2003, its first release, 500 mil. Tetris, first release January 27th, 1988, 520 million total. It breaks it down by a mobile game, physical sales, all that stuff, but for the most part. And then the number 1 selling franchise of all time by a lot, because this was 909 million, is the Mario franchise. Super Mario, Mario Kart, Mario Party. It's clearly number 1. July 9th, 1981. But that is the company that it's in, because after Grand Theft Auto, in 6th place is Minecraft at 350. So we're talking about almost 100 million less, and it just goes down from there. There's FIFA at number 7. So it only goes down from there. So Grand Theft Auto isn't just some random-ass bullshit game that has some hype behind it. This is an all-timer. This is an all-time franchise. And I know this is the one, I'm looking at this list, obviously besides Mario and Tetris. Like, I've never really I never really played Call of Duty, never really played Pokemon. I've sat through a whole bunch of Minecraft, but I've never really done much of Minecraft. FIFA, no, not really. There's not a lot of gaming experience I had with any of these, but Grand Theft Auto was a fucking game, specifically 3, that I played fucking relentlessly. I played day and fucking night. I bought it on my PSP when that was a thing, and I was rocking that in my security booth for years. You know, I know you're a big Final Fantasy guy, but where does GTA rank with you as far as like some of your memories? What, like, how high on the list is that for you, Grand Theft Auto, as a franchise?
It was definitely my prime PlayStation memory.
Oh,
for sure.
okay.
Was it Grand Theft Auto 3? I think it was 3.
I think it was 3. Yeah.
I think it was 3. But yeah, I mean, I have good memories with it. Like I didn't continue with it. I was more of like an RPG person, but I had a lot. It was, I mean, how old was I when I got that? Like, obviously, that's going to be fun. Like, I probably shouldn't have not been playing that game, but I very much was, and it was. I remember having a lot of fun with it. So it was awesome.
October 22nd, 2001. That was the release of Grand Theft Auto 3. You were about 14, so this was hitting you right at the right time.
You know, it's even crazier. I was working at IKEA, and there was a younger kid who started working there, and cool kid. And I forget how it came up, but I made a reference, and he was just looked at me, and I'm like, Grand Theft Auto? Oh, he's like, oh, like, I feel like even the younger kids, I think the more nostalgic one for them is Vice City.
Yes.
But I was like, no, not Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 3. And he's like, I was like, the guy with the leather jacket and like the khaki pants with the. He's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, how old are you? And he told me, I forget the age, and I'm like, what year is that? And I looked it up, and the dude was like not even born when the game came out. I was like, wait. Or he was like, not that he wasn't born, he was probably like 3 or something like that, like very fucking young. I'm like, dude, are you like, I'm fucking old.
Yeah, like the ones you hear now when you bring up GTA, people bring up Vice City.
I think Vice City,
San
even
Andreas.
at the youngest, is the throwback that everybody remembers.
Yeah,
is Vice City.
I hear a lot about San Andreas.
Yes, that's the other one too.
Yeah, people
San
bring
Andreas.
up San Andreas
to me. What I've been talking about.
Wasn't there one? Did they release one for Liberty City, like specifically just about Liberty City? So they've had their spin-offs, they've had their things. 5, I didn't realize. I guess
that's a big one.
5 was a lot bigger than I thought it was. I didn't realize it was that
5
big.
is when that's the the last one is when they finally adopted the online play, and that it completely exploded Grand Theft Auto. Like, it took it to a whole new level. Being able to go on heists with your friends to make money, and like, you can organize crime and not go to jail on that game. Essentially what it was. And then the mods and everything, that it was like an adult. No, I don't want to say that, because I don't know if it's, I was gonna say it's like an adult Minecraft. Not so much with like building, but like with the mods and stuff you can put in it. People were doing all kinds of crazy shit with that game.
Mm-hmm. So they started talking about GTA 6 a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
a long time ago, and I think they did. Is there a good chance that they did that immediately, like they went right to it because of the success of 5, knowing full well they probably weren't ready to go there yet? Because why would they announce it that early in the game and then not even?
They did announce it early. Yeah, I remember hearing about it a long time ago. I don't know. I think they announced it too soon, because what they were doing with 5, they were still innovating with it.
Yeah.
So they had time to like learn before they moved it over. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it probably worked out for them, being able to kind of like create it and piece it together as they grew. Yeah. But I would imagine it took so long because of how good 5 was doing, and they just kind of kept learning from it and growing this one. This game is gonna be massive.
Which is my next question. Because of the length of how long it took to get here, the delays, hey, it's not ready yet, hey, we need to polish this, hey, we need to polish that, do you think that's going to end up hurting sales? Are people kind of over it at this point? It's like, Jesus, I've been waiting for this long.
No, that's not how that works. No. Usually the longer someone has to wait, the more. And the craziest shit is, I would be happy if it was a pleasant surprise, but people are, rightfully so, assuming this game to be the most expensive video game.
Oh boy.
Like, they think
that's not going to hurt it either? The fact that it's going to be so pricey? No. People are still...
Oh, people are going to be mad. Oh, they're gonna be like, damn. They're gonna like dig into their pocket. They're going, damn, man, fuck you guys. You can I get a discount? No, man, fuck you. And they hand the card over.
It's like when you get
my shit.
It's dude. Like when you get disrespected in the middle of a blowjob. It's like, God damn
I feel like wait, what?
It's like when you're being disrespected in the middle of a blowjob. Like, your feelings are hurt, but you still want to finish what you're doing. And it's like I don't want to pay a lot of money for this game, but I'm gonna pay it and bitch about it the entire time that I pay for it.
A lot of listen, this game is sizing up to be. I wouldn't be surprised if base game, because you know how sometimes they have like higher editions and stuff like that you can buy.
Right.
I feel like base is going to be at least $100.
Wow.
At least $100.
And no hard
people
copy.
People are going to bitch, but it's going to be the highest grossing video game.
And no hard copy. We're talking straight download.
Digital download.
Yeah, because the digital download is going to download. Because if Red Dead 2 murdered storage
physical copy is going to be $120.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And they're still going to want you to pay for the access.
Listen, people are going to pay. The game is too good. And the kids that grew up on that are still at a good age where
They're making money
they
now. They're
have
old
the
enough.
money
They
to
got
buy
jobs.
this shit now. Yeah.
They got
So
jobs.
they are in a perfect state to charge as much as fucking possible. And they've been talking about it in the gaming world with streamers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like everyone is already it's not going to be a sticker shock. People are anticipating this to be extremely expensive for a video game. So they're just conditioning their brain to know that, look, I'm as soon as the pre-orders go up, I'm just gonna start saving now, so that I don't get that mad when they say this bitch is 200. I'm just gonna drop the 200 and buy
go
it.
about my business.
And just fuck it. $200 for probably the next 5 years of fun.
Right.
I think it's worth it.
So I sent you in the rundown the link. So I didn't realize this, and maybe because I just don't follow the game all that much, but it has a very cinematic trailer to it. There's not a lot of gameplay that you really see in the trailer, but it does go very story heavy. Is that one of the draws to GTA? Is the story?
GTA's always been about its story.
It has, but I don't recall it. I mean, this is some this is some Scorsese shit. Like they're really giving you like this is story. It looked like a movie for a second. I was like, fuck me, this is a long way from some guy on his bicycle riding through the hood. I was like, this is some intricate shit. Niggas is getting out of jail. They're beating the system. The cops you saw how depressed that cop was. He looked like he's on his like third shift. He hasn't had any coffee yet. He's like, us cops gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll tell you what, the voicing and stuff like that looked really good. Like that game looks it. Now, obviously, it's a trailer, so it's going to be a little bit better. But if the game is anywhere near polished as that looked, that looked good.
But is it traditionally that way? Like, do they? Because
I don't know. I kind of fell off around.
Okay, but leave GTA out of it for just a second, because this is not the first trailer that you see for a video game where that fucking trailer looks immaculate, and then you get the gameplay,
oh yeah,
and you're like, oh, what happened?
Well, that's why I preference it as long as the gameplay is as good as their, even if it's isolated, high FPS, like cinematic trailer, then sure. As long as it plays as it looks, it's going to be fantastic.
All right. So if it's not going to hurt sales, then fuck it, because they're just going to do whatever it is they want to do. Right? See, this is why you people got to wait so damn long. You just... You cry about it, but you just let it happen, man. You just let these people do whatever it is they want to you. You just give up your body. Surrender to the great GTA gods, boy. I see people getting off the sports, though, like the live and shit like that. I seen people recently getting all fucking hibbity about that shit. They're like, oh, they're not really adding anything, and it's all the same. You're trading jersey numbers and colors. That's basically it. There's nothing going on.
Don't worry.
Do you start to get the sense that sometimes when it comes to the gaming community that they're becoming a little less and less to impress? Every cycle something comes out, it's like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's actually hurting numbers. I was watching quite a bit of videos yesterday. I watch a few people who kind of like follow that stuff, so that's how I try to like keep up. But yeah, the gaming industry is kind of hurting right now across the board. You have a huge shift where these single, I think I mentioned it last pod, like single or very, very low man dev video games are like popping off. And like one of the highest selling games right now is a remastered version of an old game. People lost their fucking mind. There's Expedition 33 is a 30-man crew that just is outselling and outperforming, like as far as the gameplay and stuff like that is AAA games. And you have that last game, what's it called? It's like a drug dealing game that
fun
that is selling. Oh shit, what is it called? Like Schedule 1 or some shit like that, where it's like outselling AAA games, and it was made by one guy. Like one dude did it, and he had like 4 people. He outsourced a few things. Like
are these platform, PC, mobile, like
art and music. But the coding and like the game on all that stuff was developed by him, and it sold like he's good now. Like he's
set.
He don't got to worry about money
yeah,
right now. He's good. He could just focus on making his good game. And like this shit's happening. And meanwhile, EA is laying off like tens of thousands of people.
My son brought that to my attention. That EA
even sports games who they were talking about EA was like the pillar of or sports games were the pillar of EA. And even they're kind of struggling right now, and they're doing so bad. Part of the video was talking about that sports were doing so bad, but sports is still held at such a high regard that even though sports is failing, the other types of games are getting cut. So like people who work on Apex on certain divisions are being fired because their overall revenue has dropped. Sports aren't doing as well as they should, but sports isn't being affected. They're still holding their team, if that makes sense. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now with the games in it, and they're still going up in price. So
yeah, that's the thing too. They're going up in price, and they're getting less and less positive reviews on things. So we'll see.
Yep.
Yeah,
and there's
a bubble.
Some people will say, "Oh, it's the tariffs," and that's not incorrect because they are technically going up, but when Nintendo released their pricing on the Switch 2 before the tariffs had full swing, and they were already complaining like most of the games were like $80 for a game. Like Mario Kart is $80.
Oh my god.
So this was before, and then tariffs hit, they completely stopped pre-orders. Because they're trying to wait out the release so that they can see what it's going to cost them so they know what to charge. So that no one even knows really what it's going to cost. Then they tried to do some shit where they shipped it out of Taiwan because the tariff out of Taiwan was a lot cheaper. And like they instantly hit that like within a day or two when they found out like they were trying
They found the loopholes and they were like, no, stop.
Yeah, they were trying to find a loophole. And a lot of people were shipping through Taiwan and like, nope. So they hit them harder, which made it worse. So it's like they're releasing, if you're a part of their like premium subscription, I forget what it's called, but the Nintendo's like premium club, then you gain access to pre-purchase, but everyone else can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Because they're just trying to figure out pricing and margin loss that they're going to lose on the fucking, it's crazy.
All right. Well, we got to keep our finger on the pulse of the industry here. That's why I figured this would be a good talking point because this is one of the more hyped up games that are. I think this is something leaning more toward the positive side of things, despite the fact that it's been delayed and people are getting a little antsy and getting a little irritated by that. I think once it hits, I think it's going to have a much more positive effect on the industry, but we will see. There's a lot to discuss when that game comes out. I'd love to see the numbers sometime after its release to see if there was any drop-off or even if it's the resurrection we think it could be. So we'll see. I can give you all the